Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make some ham and egg cups. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. These ham and egg cups are so easy and so delicious, and they're also super simple to meal prep. So personally, when I do start going back to work, I can't wait to just make a bunch of these on Sunday and have them throughout the week. So simple to do, and the whole reason I made them is because I was at Whole Foods the other day and I got some ham, I got some Swiss cheese because I wanted to make the little ham and egg sandwiches that Austin always makes, and I share a lot of on my Instagram, Lo Without Limits, using these outer aisle cauliflower thins. And I tried making them on my stove, but I don't have a cast iron skillet, and that's usually what he makes them on. And also, if I did have a cast iron skillet, they don't work on electric stovetops. So I just wasn't able to make it. It wasn't the same. It didn't have that same crunch. So I thought, what can I do with this ham and cheese? I figured I would make ham and egg cups. Step one, and because these are so quick to put together, that step one, do it right away, is put your oven to 400 degrees. That way that can preheat, since again, this is super quick to do. Now I'm going to take some avocado oil spray, and the spray is just so much easier than doing actual avocado oil. And I'm only gonna make 4 since it's just me right now, and I can have 2 today, 2 later on, or 2 tomorrow morning. And I'm going to spray the inside of this muffin tin. It's just a regular old muffin tin. I'll have one linked down below if you don't have one already. So I'm gonna do it over my sink, make it easier. Kind of make sure it's all on the edges there. And now you're going to take your ham. So I just have the Black Forest uncured ham from Applegate Organics, and I only have 3, so I'm actually only gonna make 3 today. And this is the hardest part, I must say, because the ham sometimes does have a little tear in it already, like how this one does here. So you wanna be really careful when putting it into the muffin tin. So very gently, I kind of like folded it up so it looked like a little flower here. Plop that in, and then just open up the sides so you can have a nice little space here. You want it to be as open as possible. Little flower. Gently plop it in and then open it up. Little flower, plop it in, open it up. There you go. Step 1 complete. Step 2, this would be a lot easier with shredded cheese, but I had bought just slices of cheese since I thought I was gonna make more of those sandwiches. And I'm using Swiss. I think cheddar might also be a little bit better of a flavor. You can do like a cheddar jack if you want a little kick with it. So I'm just gonna take 2 slices between the 3 of these. And since they're not shredded, I'm just going to tear them up into little bits. That way I can make a little even pile of cheese on the bottom. Now, just 3 eggs, an egg for each cup, so I'm just using the Vital Farms. Give it a nice little crack and gently open it up into the center of your ham. And it might spill over the edge, totally fine. Try to be gentle because you don't want the yolk to crack, because that's the best part of the egg. Let's see, this one's probably gonna go over the edge just because of the way that the ham is in there. Do a little bit of salt on top and a little bit of pepper. And once the oven is preheated to 400 degrees, it is gonna take a little bit longer because again, these are super fast to make. Once it is at 400 degrees, I'm going to put them in there and leave them in there for 15 minutes. And then once it's 15 minutes, I'm gonna take them out and let them cool in the pan still for a few more minutes, just so they can kind of finish cooking and really set before taking them out and risking just making a mess of the ham cups. So I'm gonna wait till that preheats and then put it in. There are about 7 minutes left of the egg cups in the oven, but on top of cooling time, it's about 10 more minutes. So while those are still cooking, I'm actually gonna make something on the side that's absolutely delicious and is even simpler than these egg cups. So I'm going to heat up my little pan on my stove, and I'm going to do a little bit of the Brightland Alive olive oil. And here it is. Tomatoes. Tomatoes on the vine. These ones are falling off the vine. They don't really want to hang out there. You just want the little ones on the vine. It just keeps the flavor a lot more. And they're just gonna heat up together, and they're gonna hang out on the stove on medium heat until I feel like taking them off. and that is it. Ooh, that is the noise you like to hear from your tomatoes. And that is the noise I like to hear from my oven. So again, while the tomatoes are still doing their thing on my stovetop, I'm gonna let these cool for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then the best breakfast will be ready. Now that the ham cups have cooled, I'm going to carefully take them out. You can just pull them by the edge over here. They are great for meal prepping. You can just use whatever you don't eat right away and put them in a Pyrex container, put them in the refrigerator, and they'll last for a few days. And my tomatoes. And let me just cut open one of these so you can see how amazing it is. All right, are you ready for this? Yum. You can even leave them in there for a few more minutes if you want it to be super set, but I love a runny yolk. So here is the final product. So good. As you can see in the one I cut open, the bottom has that melted Swiss cheese. And again, you can use any cheese. Shredded would be easier. And I cooked them for 15 minutes at 400 degrees because I want this nice soft yolk in here. If you want a more firm egg, you can easily leave it in there for 18 minutes and it will firm up a lot more. But I think 15 minutes is perfect. And the perfectly just tomatoes on the stove with a little bit of olive oil. Like, they're a little burnt, so it really gets all that juices in there. And it is one of my favorite things. Growing up, I was never a huge tomato person, but for some reason, Austin made these once and I'm addicted to these tomatoes. So this whole little breakfast here is so good, so full of color. You have your healthy fats, you have your protein, you have just color and nutrients, and it is so amazing and something super simple to, again, meal prep or have for breakfast and to sit down at home. As you can see, it is just such a well-rounded breakfast that, again, is so fast to make and easy to meal prep. So if you do want to make a lot more, you can put whatever you don't eat right away in the refrigerator so you can have a healthy breakfast like this anytime during the week. Just pop them in the microwave to warm them up, maybe even throw them in the toaster oven to warm them up. It's low carb, so it's keto, it's gluten-free. You're getting all the nutrients in. Like, look at how colorful this plate is. Like, that is amazing. And again, because I use the Vital Protein eggs, that yolk is so orange and just juicy looking. I really, really hope that you try making these for yourself. You will not be disappointed. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've tried them and what your favorite fast and healthy breakfasts are, as well as what else you want to see here on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.